Hello, everybody, and welcome to today's Section 5 and Section 6 matchup between the Hornell Red Raiders and the Olean Huskies from Olean High School. I'm Bob Pleasure, broadcasting from the Maple City Dodge broadcast booth. Nice day over here, a little windy, but otherwise, this is the championship game of the Olean tournament, four-team Olean tournament. Hornell won 5-0 yesterday to advance here over Holland as the teams meet. Shake hands before, and we'll shake hands after. And we'll get to introductions. These two teams met earlier in the year. Hornell coming away with a 3-0 win. In fact, Hornell is 3-0 and is yet to give up a goal. Great job by Hornell's defense and Max O'Connor in goal. So Hornell has outscored their opponents 11-0, which is impressive. It's a long season, but another win here today would be great as they return home on Monday night to play at home as well in Hornell. So nice facility here. This is a soccer only facility, well, soccer and track, but the field itself is soccer for the fall. So you don't, and it's natural grass, so you don't get the football being used here and torn up the field. So it is a beautiful facility. 8-lane track here. I can't remember where the football team plays, to tell you the truth. I guess they don't play here at the stadium or here at the school. They used to play in that old concrete stadium downtown, but I'm not positive. As the teams, not sure what the delay is here. Sometimes they each wait for the other team to go out first. Hornell now have another. Olean's ready to play. Hornell's going to go do another little huddle, but it works since they're 3-0. Olean, I'm not sure what the record is. I know they lost the first game to Hornell, and not sure they might be 2-1 because they did win yesterday to advance over Dunkirk to advance to this championship. So getting ready for the first kick. And here we go. Hornell in the red and Olean in the white. Ball's going to find its way out the far sideline. It's going to be an Olean throw-in. Olean going to the left. That's going to be a kick here. Stutzman, the guilty party. Unintentionally going for the ball, obviously. See what we can do here, the Huskies. No air on that one. Trevor Aldridge comes in and takes a little spill trying to get rid of it. Countryman. Oh! Golden opportunity that time, and you can see it on his face. Oh, he knows. A little too far. Good breakaway that time. Good play by Kane Countryman. Just unable to get it in the goal. I think thought he was playing football, going up the uprights instead of underneath them. But good try nonetheless. Those opportunities don't happen that often, so when you get a breakaway like that, thought we had another chance here. Colin Rose trying to track it down. He's got options. He's going to come to the near side here. Nice little play. It's Carson. Here we go. Ooh, there's a push. Across, and it scores! Wow, quickly. Hornell had two great opportunities. Capitalizes on the second one. Kane Countryman with the score. Good job, Kane. So Hornell up 1-0. Great job by Kane. His 6th goal on the year. Another opportunity. The ball's going to trickle out. Going to be a... So Hornell really putting the pressure on here early. Up 1-0. And watching the first game Hornell played against Olean. Olean just doesn't seem to be their usual self here. It's always usually a good contest. I've had the pleasure of being here for the last several years watching these games and televising them. Another shot. Wide right. And like I said, Olean always puts on a good team. Puts out a good team. This year not as strong as they have been in the past, which happens, obviously. Can't be on top forever. Centers ahead. It's going to go wide right. O'Connor was on it anyways. Heads usually don't work from that far out. It's real tough to, first of all, directionalize, and the ball's not really hit that hard. You're not catching, you're not making the goalkeeper think about it as Aldridge kicks off. Here we go. Oh, I thought we had a... Kane was able to get it through there, but knocked away by the Olean defender. Sorry if I lose sight of the ball occasionally here. I'm at this monitor with a light behind me. The sky is a little bit hard to see. I need those virtual reality glasses. Stutzman. Freeland. Looking for somebody, sends it up. Can't see who that is on the far side. Hornell's got dark numbers on a dark shirt, and that doesn't help. I'm kind of just going by where Olean, you can see their numbers clearly. Hornell should have white numbers. Everything's about styling now. You gotta look good at the price of not being able to tell what number you are. I'm just going by faces here, so I apologize. And not even faces. I can't see them very good, but I can tell the way the kids run by just being around them for so long. And their hair too. Stutzman. See if he can get. No, we got 3 defenders, and clearly, and it's a good play. Your defense setup. We mentioned that the other night when Hornell was playing the girls. That's why they do it if you're watching and don't follow soccer. But you wonder why the guy doesn't clear it, because basically you're on your heels defensively. Olean was, so why not kick it out of bounds? See how they can get the defenders back and set up, and they're better off for that. So. Stutzman tries to head it. And there's another goal! Beautiful job, Stutzman first, and then Countryman. Goal number 7 for Countryman. Assist to Stutzman. Excellent job.
Our customers expect the highest level of sales and service here at Maple City Dodge.
I buy my cars at Maple City Dodge because they have the best service. I tell them what I want, they get me what I want, and I'm happy.
I came to Maple City Dodge because they had the Charger that I wanted. I'll come back to Maple City Dodge because of their sales and service.
Come on down to Maple City Dodge, where we make buying a car easy and fun.
Welcome back. It's 2-0 Hornell. Not even 8 minutes into the game yet. Hornell has had many opportunities defensively. Olean is struggling to get things going here. Again, oh, now it gets stolen away. Trying to pull out my roster here. It's hard to do everything when you're a one-man show. That's number 15, Eli Hendricks, number 15 for Olean. There's Tommy Kuhn. Gets it back, sends it back into Hornell territory, and then off the Hornell player that time. Rose with the throw in that time. Oh no, that wasn't Colin. I'm sorry. That was the that was Olean's Joe Capella. The big leg of Trevor Aldrich getting ready to kick it. He's even fighting the wind. Look at that kick. Beautiful job. Up front, taken away by Rose. Good play, Colin. Sent over to the midfield, Olean. Up front. Tommy Kuhn to do the honors on the throw-in. Colin Rose upfield. Countryman. That wasn't Countryman. Who was that? Cornish. Here we go. Oh, That time Stutzman couldn't get a foot on that ball and had an opportunity there as it's cleared out by Olean. 2-0 on the John N. Dagan scoreboard. Both goals by Kane Countryman, if you're just joining us. Going to be a corner kick. Oh, just squirts by. That time, good corner kick that time. That was by Freeland. Olean, good passing to get it downfield. But no one there for in the midfield as Trevor Aldrich clears it out. That's Riley Michelojek, number 10. Remember, we mentioned him at the first game Hornell played against Olean this year. Hornell, a relative of Hornell's Michelojek's. Back and forth we go here. This is actually my favorite weekend of the year. Hornell football last night, Hornell soccer today, and college football all day and tonight, and NFL tomorrow. This and March Madness month are my favorite times of the year. It helps when your favorite teams are successful, as the Raiders are here today, and the girls are as well, and they're playing Pale Mac. I'll give you, Pale Mac at Keuka College today, and I'll give you some updates as I get them. My man Mark Kelly is on the scene there in Keuka College, and we'll give you some live updates of what the score is, hopefully, if you didn't forget me. Countryman sends it up. Oh, a little too far that time. Header by Freeland. Henrique Bolas, number 17. Always plays the near side here. Good play by Tommy Kuhn. Don't need to, whack it down the field. Just sets it up, gives it to the closest guy, hoping to set up a play. Looking for a substitute. I don't know if Ian Cornish. I see him put his hand up. I don't know if he's asking for a sub. Maybe he's a little injured or something. I don't know if they still do that or not. Most kids want to stay right in, but if you get something, you're supposed to put your fist up and you're supposed to tell the coach. It's the universal symbol for take me out. Colin Rose tries to center it, gets it to Freeland, but and Rose tackles the ball as he is taken down. Let's see who's going to kick it here. Usually Aldrich is set in, and it is him. Let's see what he plans. Just perfect. Oh, offsides. Yeah, you can't do that, Colin. How you knew that? I think, yeah, that Colin was almost going to be in the goal before the ball even got there. So that was, yeah, that's a base. Definitely, you have to wait. Whoops. Subs are coming in for Hornell. We got number 16, Zach Thurston. 6 is Will McNellis. And number 9 is Seth Winant. Carson is coming out, as well as Cornish. Let's see if he says anything to the coach at all, or anything about being, might have been just winded. It's a lot of, one of the healthiest sports to play is you're constantly in motion. Here we go. Oh, good steal that time by Aldrich. You're not going to get it past the master of defense, Trevor. Aldrich. I mean, obviously there's positions for everyone, you know, and it's amazing how Hornell is strong at these positions, you know. And defensively with Kuhn, Aldrich. And of course, I think Max O'Connor's going to fall asleep there in goal for Hornell. Hasn't even seen any action yet. I think one time he did have to move. I think he moved a couple inches toward me. Look at that fight. You know, it's Hornell is going to the ball. You can saw it right there, and it's going to be wide.
Join Connors and Ferris in supporting the Kelly Tough Every Score, benefiting Hunter's Hope.
Every time the Bills score, children win.
For more information, visit connorsandferris.com.
If you get hurt at work, you want to be able to turn to a professional you can trust, someone on your side. Call 262-COMP today and get the results you deserve.
Connors and Ferris, committed to serving you.
Bottles and cans, I should say, to Main Street Redemption. Excuse me, I'm sniffling here, but the wind is howling up here in the top of the, I'm not sure what they call this stadium here. See Will McNellis with the good steal. Halfway through the first half here, Hornell up 2-0. Look at that. Oh, like Braden Caruso in there. He's mixing it up. he looks a lot like Chase out there. Sent up. Braden's in 10th grade already. Jeez. It's father Richie Caruso. Subs are checking in. 25, Austin Ring for the Olean Huskies. Matt Smith, number 3 for Hornell. Here we go. As Chase Freeland kicks one from about 30 yards out. This school is pretty cool over here if you've never been here. Look, there's the high school over there. And they got like a glass enclosure on the 3rd level. And it doesn't look like a greenhouse. It looks like a sitting room or something, like a classroom or something. But actually, a graduate of mine from Hornell High School, class of '86, is the head custodian over here in Olean, John Hendrickson. Graduate. I'm pretty sure he's head custodian, and I don't want to say custodian, whatever, head of grounds, head of everything, you know, maintenance, and I guess he'd be called custodian. It's kind of a neat little trivia. These sisters and stuff still live in Hornell, involved in dance. You can see Colin Rose dancing around there looking for an opening. Tries to get one over the head looking for Braden Caruso. Ooh. Oh, oh. Look at Trevor. Good use of the body there to keep control. Now get rid of it. Good. Send it. Good job, Trevor. Sends it over to Smith. Freeland's there. Smith's got it. And finally, Enrique Bolas has it. Dancing around. Smith tries to make a kick. Ooh, it's going to be a knockdown. Stutzman and Nolan Roselle checking in for Hornell. Coming out is Matt Smith. And looks like, is that? Yep, Enrique Bolas coming out. Good mixing it up there is Roselle. Oh, good little move that time. Can't see the number for the Olean guy, but Colin Rose finally comes up with it. People having a couple of guys slipping and falling here. More than a cleat issue. Stutzman. Wide left. It's the shoe's fault. That's why he's trying to fix it. Had a good opportunity there. up front. Olean just can't seem to get it close to the net. Just good defense by Hornell. And their only shot is 10, 15 yards away from the goal that time. You can see Max O'Connor, just his only movement there was just to grab the ball. This ball that he's kicking with, the other one is sent to the fence. Trevor Aldrich. Seth Wynant over there. He goes stumbling. Oh, and then of course Trevor. Look at that kick. Cleared. Oh, I'm not even. I'm behind. Oh, just couldn't get control of it. And good job by. Here comes Stutzman now. That was Countryman chasing that down, and he knew that the goaltender didn't have good control of it, so he went right after him. And on the rebound there, Stutzman happened to be there and just couldn't get it in. As Olean sends it up now. And out. Sends it up. See, there's where, yep, good job. And just in case it did ricochet, you can see, was that Countryman over there? That's exactly what you got to do. Don't assume the ball is going in, and don't assume that the goalkeeper is going to catch it or keep control of it. You know, a lot of times it ricochets off him, and an opportunity to score arises. So. Up front. But good job. That was Zach Thurston on the near side here. Just kicking it out like we talked about, trying to let his defense get downfield and get position. As you can see the whole field and where Hornell is placed. And Olean's got 3 players back here in Hornell offense. Looked like the guy was going to start grabbing the ball. Here's a kick, and O'Connor has to touch the ball. I think that's the second time today. Really, I don't. Do you even count that as a shot on goal? I guess you must, because it was intended as a goal. I always get confused because you see games, and then you look on the stats that they're sent in, and it's like, wait a minute, something's not right there, because they make it look like these goaltenders have. I don't know if they count that either. I guess I have to ask how they keep track of that. If you don't know, ask. Nice little. Tommy Rose centers it. That's a good no call because it wasn't. Look at that dancing and opportunity. Oh, it's going to give Hornell a corner kick though, but just perfect play that time. Was that Freeland? I couldn't tell. Like I said, I'm looking through this monitor and it's hard to number. I always usually love Hornell's colors and numbers, but between the girls and their striped uniforms last year and these boys' uniforms, you can't tell who's who unless you watch them play. Good corner by Stutzman that time. As looked like Countryman tried to put a head on it, and it just went wide. But it's going to give Hornell another shot at the corner, but from the far side now, and that's looks like Freeland over there. And believe me, I don't need glasses. I've been checked. I'm fine. These numbers drive me nuts. I need a spotter up here with binoculars if anyone ever wants to look at that kick. Oh, a little bit too far out though. And a kick by Rose doesn't make it through. And Rose gets knocked down. Nice little maneuvering out there. Who is that? Number 19, Zach Linderman for Olean. Finally cleared by Carson. No, I guess that wasn't Linderman. Who was it 19? Philip Moraski? Doesn't help that my eyes are watering in this wind as well. I don't like to complain, but corner kick. As slow to get up as Freeland. Anytime he goes down, I'm always worried that he's hurt, or any player, obviously. Anytime they go down like that, he was just exhausted and decided to take a little respite. That was my dad always said his favorite player ever in the NFL was Jim Brown, because when he scored a touchdown, he did not celebrate, cheer, do all this dancing, look at me type stuff. He just slowly got up like he had just run a marathon. Good placement that time by Freeland. And then just walk back to the huddle. Like, you know, it's his job, which is his job to score a touchdown. These guys that just self-grandize, and which I'm not saying that you shouldn't do. I like celebrations as the next as just as much as the next man, but always gets me when they celebrate when they're down by 20, 30 points, you know. Good take this time as Olean quickly down the field. Here's a kick. And that was the best opportunity they had. And Max O'Connor, you can see Max, anytime the ball's kicked like that, the wind was a factor, because the wind here is, you know, probably about 10 miles an hour, up and down. It'll slow down a little bit here and there. But Max, you could see him measuring it up, stepped forward, stepped back, and I obviously caught the ball. There's some fighting going on. It's going to be a direct kick for Olean. It's like Zach Linderman. There's a Max Linderman and a Zach Linderman. Max is 10th, Zach's a senior. Excuse me. Sorry, I was behind on that one. Nice kick. Look at that. That time he had the wind at his back. The wind is changing direction here, and you can hear it on the microphone. You can see, look at that. That kick's real short, and he got a lot of leg into that. Just went almost right up in the air.
Son, tell him that I've begun to dream of things to come, and tell the trees not to look for me. I'm going to find some peace of mind. Wake the sun. Wake the sun, wake the sun, wake the sun.
See here, I always complain about Hornell no ball boys. They got ball boys that have like construction vests on even. And that's, I'd like to find out how they, make sure they're here. And there's one on each side, and they're running around like crazy too. Here we go. Oh, nice try as Stutzman was closing the gap on the far side, but that time couldn't get it to fall. Love the way Hornell plays because they don't wait. There's a push. It's going to be a kick for Hornell. But like the defender or the player for Olean will get the ball, and you'll see Hornell just attack them. I wonder Toby didn't want to retire. He's got a good team here, and he knew it. Actually, he retired from teaching too, so he is. But it's hard. His passion is soccer and tennis, and as we are about 3.5 minutes, a little over 3.5 minutes here. Good job, Max. Bolus. And then kicked out for the Olean reset. Carson passes it up. Countryman sends it in, but good concentration that time. And a substitute is number 14, Cole Yanni, checking in. Yanni gets the ball, going to be coming back to Carson. Bolus. Oh, look at Tommy was winding up, I think, to try to take something there. And oh, good slide. Steal that time by Olean. And concentration stays with it. It's number 19, Zach Linderman, the senior. Look at him going around people. Good job, Zach. Up front, here we go. 4 defenders, though, but it squeaks by. Stutzman had it, and finally cleared. Down to 37 seconds, so in the first half. Here we go. Olean down field. Tries to kick it, but nobody home. And there's one that would have went wide left anyways, but Max tracks it down. Figures he's got to get some exercise out here. And that's going to take us to the half. Hornell up 2-0. We'll be back with second half action after this.
There are 16 million children struggling with hunger in America. This is a serious problem, but one we can solve. Visit feedingamerica.org to help. Together we can solve hunger. Together we're feeding America.
Welcome back. Second half. Just about ready to get underway. Hornell girls have yet to kick off. Alfred University boys soccer is playing the Keuka men's, or boys soccer, or men's I should say, both men's are playing each other in Keuka before the Hornell game, and it's 3-1 right now, Keuka. So they're waiting for that game to end, and then the Lady Raiders will be taking the field. False start. I'm not sure what they're waiting for. Again, Olean in the white, Hornell in the red and blue. Aldrich back there for Hornell. That's number 2, Jarrett Pritzel for Olean, as Tommy Kuhn is going to throw it in. Good steal that time. That was number 19, Zach Linderman. We've said his name several times. Of course, he's one of the numbers I remember, 19. Playing keep away. Looks like there's Stutzman mixing it up. Gets it over to Rose, who sends it to the far side, a little bit too far for, is that Carson over there? Like, again, I apologize if you're just joining me. It's hard to see Hornell's numbers. You might even have a hard time on screen when you're looking at it. Easy to look at Olean's, but even with a naked eye here, I'm just going on body type and movement. That was Cornish, number 1, senior midfielder. Countryman over there. Finds an opening. Oh, is he going to keep it? Oh, and gets a shot and stopped that time. That's Zach DeWallaby. I'm assuming it's Zach. If it's number 9 or number 42, looks like it is. He's the one that played defense against Hornell. Get Chase. Oh, and he gets knocked down. Here we go. Ian. Somebody looked like he had the ball ahead. I don't know what happened there. If he's tried to stop. I'm looking through the viewfinder, but it just looked odd. I thought Ian Cornish had a position there to make a shot, but I don't know if he tried to stop and use his other leg or what. Ooh, bodies go down. And Stutzman comes up. Cornish looking for somebody. Gives it to Freeland. Freeland dancing around on the near side here. has an opportunity. He's taken down. That's, well, they're not going to call anything, I guess. Hornell does get a corner kick. Just, well, it was a slide. They go in there for the slide, and I think that's more dangerous than anything. A lot of times, but let's see what Chase Freeland can do here. A little too far, Chase. And get an opportunity there on the far side. Who was that? I can't tell. Was that Henrique? I apologize if you're watching this later or if you're a player. Wow, what? That's not very good by Olean's goalkeeper there to get that ball in, and Hornell gets the ball immediately and quickly inbounding is Kuhn. Riley Mikulajak to throw in for Olean. Max Linderman there. Ian Cornish. Good job, Ian. And then it's finally kicked out. Hornell with the throw-in. That was quick. I had to pull something out of my pocket here, and it's already being thrown in. That's what you got to do. You got to recognize when, as a player, and you see, look at Kuhn run right out there, looking for the opportunity to get it right in quickly before the defense can adjust. Not sure what the call there was. Chase Freeland gets it to Stutzman. Stutzman with a high kick, and that's a good job because he gets control of it. Up front there that time to Countryman, but geez, quickly downfield it's kicked as Max O'Connor's going to have to make chase. Tommy Kuhn. Freeland. Ooh. Easy pickings that time for Aldrich. I like he just nonchalantly goes after it and knows he's got position. And there's one. Can't get. Oh, it's going to be a corner, a first corner kick this game for Olean. Oh, it might be the second. I apologize. Ooh.
Read our reviews on our Facebook site and see why you should buy your next vehicle from us here at Maple City Dodge.
I'm so excited. I got my first new car here at Maple City Dodge. The sales staff here at Maple City Dodge is amazing. I'll definitely be back.
I test drove a lot of trucks, Chevy and Ford, came to Maple City Dodge, was much happier with the Dodge. They gave me the best deal.
It's worth the drive to Maple City Dodge because we have the best sales and service, and we'll prove it.
Garrett Pritzel. Nice opportunity that time as Max O'Connor gets it. Up front, Countryman. Look at the speed. You're going to see just. Oh, that time the defender was in the right place at the right time. Kuhn again. Here we go, up front for Olean. Oh, look at that, Trevor. Oh, what a clear. Just when they think they have it, Aldrich snatches their hopes away. Substitute coming in. That's number 9, Joe Magro. Ooh, here we go. Countryman. Look at that aggressive. Or that wasn't Countryman. Who's over there? Is that Enrique? Oh. CUNY's back. CUNY's got the back. Rose sends it to Countryman. Just looking for that opportunity. Oh, and wide right that time. $27-10 here left in the ball game. Hornell up 2-0 on the John N. Dagan scoreboard. Bob Peischer broadcasting from the Maple City Dodge broadcast booth. Hornell and Olean from Olean High School, the championship game of the Olean tournament they have every year, and Hornell is always on the invite list. Olean's in one of those strange places in New York State where there's very few Class B schools. You know, like Hornell is like one of the closest, and we're 55 miles away. It's really strange. So that's why Olean, like even with football, will scrimmage Hornell football every year. They play in soccer. I don't play in basketball. Yes, I forgot about that. And it's because we're one of the few Class B teams close. Cornish. I mean, I guess you could say the same thing. Hornell hit Livonia, I think, is the closest Class B team, and they're 35 miles away. I could be wrong. I don't have a map in front of me, but just don't forget, unless Bath is a B again, but most of those schools are C's. Bath, Wayne, Hockton, Dansville. Of course, Hornell football defeating Livonia last night, 35-14, and just a very, very good game to watch. Chase Freeland hit knees. Someone hit. Okay, they're going to stop play because of an injury. So for the injury, stoppage of play. Wyan Chiropractic, Dr. John Wyan and Dr. Joseph McKay at Wyan Chiropractic, 20 Park Drive in Hornell. Hornell Erie Federal Credit Union. Stop in and check out their loan deals at Hornell Erie Federal Credit Union on Erie Street in Hornell, Erie Avenue. Connors and Ferris, your workers' comp attorneys with offices in Buffalo and Rochester, your proud supporters of the Buffalo Bills, Sabres, and Hornell Red Raiders. Stop up Maple City Dodge. Try out the new 2018 Dodge and Chryslers, no Plymouths, of course, and Jeep. So stop up there today in Airport Road. North Nangle Realtors is now Howard Hanna. Stop in and call Rhonda Wilsey at 382-4539. Rhonda Wilsey. And of course, John Dagan, attorney at law. Thanks, John, for all your support of Hornell Red Raider sports. Ready to timer on the kick. Gets downfield quickly to Aldrich. Look at him clear that out of there. Max Linderman and Stutzman mixing it up. Center field. Braden Caruso gives back to Will McNellis. Then finally stolen away by George Cavari of Olean. Wow, nobody's chasing down. Oh, finally. That's why he waited a little bit too long. Then it finally goes out. McNellis got a little lucky there. He tried to challenge the, can't see who that was on the far side, but got the ball stolen away, but kicked it out. course, I don't have to explain it like I'm on the radio because you guys can see it. It's going to be a push that time. Seth Wynant. Zach Thurston checking in. Coming in for Cuney. Tommy Kuhn. Hornell looks a little winded here. Not chasing the ball down like they used. Of course, 4 defenders back there. Here we go. Shot. And should be a Hornell throw, maybe not. Thought it would have been a Hornell throw in there, but and a kick too far. Like the movie A Bridge Too Far. Say hi to Megan Dwyer. First I thought it was a hashtag 00, but it's number 00 after her son Braden. Hi from Olean. They call this Facebook Live, but it's actually, by the time you are seeing this, it happened 10 seconds ago. There's about 10-second, 11-second delay. Of course, I think it depends on the speed of your internet, but for using dial-up, that time you got to be careful. Was that McNellis? I didn't see. When you try to ricochet the ball, it almost ricocheted in. Still, it's going to give Hornell or Olean a corner kick. This guy does a good job. And out that time. Love the way this park is set. You can see these streets that are on the side of a hill here. And the school is built within the hill too. You can see it kind of goes up the hill that goes up that way. As we're back to action. It's my 2-second tour of the streets of Olean, or the street. Stutzman sends it in, and I think he could have looked like the defenders, because Hornell had other offensive players split. They weren't kind of paying attention to Taylor, and I think Taylor would have had an opportunity to take it in a little bit further that time. Was that a goal? I guess it was. That was a great shot. Countryman, the hat trick today. Jeez. I'm sorry. It looked like it went on the outside of the net from my angle, and nobody was cheering or anything. So Kane Countryman with his 3rd goal.
Yes, hello. Hi. I received a letter today from Workman's.
You did your homework. You knew who to call, and you could tell right away you were in good hands. They told you exactly how things would go, and they were right every step of the way. No surprises is a good thing. You got the results you deserve, and you're thankful for the professionals fighting on your side. Connors and Ferris, your workers' comp attorneys.
So Kane Countryman. A hat trick here today. Nice steal that time by Wynant. That's one thing right there, too. You see Trevor wins every battle he has faced today. He has not gotten beat. Sign of a great defenseman. Hornell's full of great defensemen. Kuhn, who's out of the ball game now. Zach Thurston's in. He's good. Colin Rose, of course. As Chase Freeland has it, he gets it up front. Gets it over to Caruso. Caruso mixing it up on the far side. That battle was won by Marowski. Hornell quick to get it in. Don't forget, if you're watching this, we'll also be bringing you Monday night's game live on Facebook as well. I have 21 live events scheduled for the month of September, if I live through it. And that doesn't include youth football, which I plan on doing some games here, but I don't even care if they're home tomorrow. I'm not doing it. I've had 3 straight days of live events and a wedding, and I've got to play catch up at work. But youth football is on the schedule. The biggest thing about that is you only get a 4-hour window of live stream on Facebook until they cut you off for the day. And obviously I can't do both football games, youth football games, because it would take too long. Substitutions coming in. Sorry, I'm a little lax there. I dropped a piece of equipment I had to get in order to push there. Wow. He took it as biggest advantage he can to get a... That ball almost looked out from my angle, but good stop. Tanner Stutzman is in the game at goal. Let's zoom into Tanner. Colin Rose looks across. Oh, that's not a push. Bolus has it. Looking for somebody, gets it over to Rose, back to Enrique. Stutzman had it for a second, gets over to Braden Caruso. Back and forth we go here. The wind-up and kick's no good by Rose. Connor Backerink fighting for it for Hornell over there. Ooh, how'd that feel? Tanner tracks it down. Oops, sorry, that was a little late, but this wide right. Excuse me. I have no cutoff for the audio, so I have to cough into the mic almost. Three nothing Hornell. All three goals scored by Kane Countryman. Uh-oh. Finally cleared out of there. And Stutzman makes the stop. Gonna be fun to watch him play high school basketball this year. Up front. They have Trevor Aldrich playing forward now. That's what nice to have this advantage where all the players can play pretty much any position. Some are just a little bit better, obviously, at their position. But in this situation, you're up 3-0 with a little 11 and a half minutes that you can make these types of substitutions and changes. Up front, Beckerink was there. There you go. Good pass. Aldrich. Ooh. Hits the back of Beckerink. Or was that Cornish? Can't tell with the... Yeah, it was Cornish. Yep. Beckerink was to the left. Thurston with the throw-in. I haven't seen anyone do the tumble throw-in this year at all. Of the 3 games that I've done. As Will McNellis is getting ready to check back in. Thurston. Over to Beckerink. McNellis is coming in for Carson. Good job, Andrew. Carson's one of the strong but silent type out there. You don't hear his name much, but he's constantly contributing. What do they say? Talent of riches. That's what Coach Tobin has this year. As Hornell's, barring some miracle, they give up a 3-goal lead here with 9.5 minutes. That ball is shot wide. Is going to move to 4-0. And they're 9 minutes away from improving their score differential by 14 to nothing. So Hornell has yet to give up a goal this year. As of right now, I'm not going to jinx them, so I'm going to say as of right now, and have scored 14 in 4 games. Ooh. I don't think that was good. He's going down. Stop the clock. Remember, Connors and Ferris, your workers' comp attorneys in Buffalo and Rochester. Greg Connors from Hornell, graduate of Hornell 1988. Thank you, Greg. Maple City Dodge. Stop up and see the new 2018s at Maple City Dodge. The corner of Seneca and our airport and another street up there. I forget what it's called, but everyone knows where Maple City Dodge is. Howard Hanna has taken over for North Nangle, and Realty USA is now one name, Howard Hanna. Call Rhonda Wilsey at 382-4539. John N. Dagan, offices on the corner of Genesee and Church Street. Thanks, John, for your support of Red Raider Sports. Main Street Redemption. Get your cans and bottles into Main Street Redemption. 286 Main Street. You know where that is, way, way down. The end of Main Street. Thanks, Tim Roselle, and Bill Poulos at Poulos and Roselle for your support of Red Raiders. Offices in the Crossroads Professional Building, across from Burger King. Hornell Wegmans, Kmart Plaza. Yeah. The Wegmans Walmart Plaza. It used to be the Kmart Plaza years ago, if you remember that. Of course, Dr. John Wine and Dr. Joseph McKay at Wyand Chiropractic. Get well and stay well with a visit to Wyand Chiropractic. And your Hornell Erie Federal Credit Union. That's right, the one right down at the end of Erie Avenue. Next to the Chinese buffet. That's how I know exactly where it is. Of course, I have taken out loans there too, so thank you, Marty Piccolo and the staff at Hornell Erie Federal Credit Union. Okay, we're getting ready. Back in action we go. I didn't see who was hurt, but he did walk off. And it looked like he took a shot to the midsection. And there's another goal. Colin Rose. Or are they calling it? Is it a goal? Yeah, it is a goal. Okay, Hornell's not celebrating very much. They kind of stopped. I think they were waiting for the official scorekeeper to make the adjustment or make the call. I don't know, or not scorekeeper, but the actual referee. Not sure what was going on down there. And there's a takedown, so Hornell. There's some smoke emanating from a building over there. Doesn't look good. Won't they say where there's smoke, there's fire? Hope not. If I get a chance, I'll show it, but it's getting a little bit worse. Thurston. Oh, see if, wow, good hustle. Number 25, Austin Ring. Him and Thurston were battling at it. Now it's Cole Yanni over on the other side. Takes a slip. players thinking. I don't want to be the one that gives up an opponent's first goal of the year or against. Obviously, it's going to happen sometime. I mean, it'd be great if Hornell could keep every team scoreless, but oh, handball. Handball. Substitutions. Got Stutzman, Henrique, Freeland, Countryman. Thank all of you that are watching live on Facebook. Excuse me, I'm watching the train go by. It's pretty neat. Train going right downtown here. I'm missing the action. Sorry about that. I'm losing my sight here. Is that smoke? Whew. So again, thank you all that are watching on Facebook. If you want to put a little comment where you're watching from. It was kind of neat yesterday's football game. It's San Diego. We had Dominican Republic. A guy that's on vacation from Hornell watching the Dominican Republic just went through the hurricane. It's kind of neat. North Carolina. So people all over. And I know not everyone commented because there was probably 108 comments, but it said 400, or at its peak it was 1,500 people watching the game, which is kind of cool. Now there's a helicopter. Gonna fly directly over me. As a Hornell player's hurt. I did not realize that. I go, that'd be the quickest Mercy flight ever to a scene of an injury. This doesn't look bad though. I think it's just can't tell who it is, but someone from Olean.
You made her college years possible, opening that education savings account when she was little, spearheading campus tours, and deciphering financial aid. If you can ace planning for college, you can do it for retirement. Get on track with tips at aceyourretirement.org.
Update on the Hornell girls playing Pale Mac at Keuka College today. That's 0-0 with 12 minutes gone in the first half, so that game had just got underway, and it's still 0-0. Is that 18? Looks like Matt Antonelli. Hope he's all right. Never want to see anyone hurt. I know these kids, Olean's the enemy or Hornell's the enemy, but you still don't want to hurt anybody. Everyone knows how it feels to get hurt. It's no fun. Zach Linderman and Antonioli, is how you say his last name. Where is the ball? I don't even see the ball. Oh, it's over here. That's why. It's actually, I gotta let the clock down up here count down because my clock's a little fast. So the real time when this starts. The clock still didn't start for some reason. Sorry, shot. Nice move by Freeland over there. Gets it centered. And another goal. I couldn't. Was that? I can't see who that is. They blocked. Is that CUNY? I apologize. I just can't tell with these numbers. This is not done intentionally. And I can't tell because nobody's celebrating with the kid anymore, whoever it was. Substitutions galore again is. Oops, I thought I stopped my clock. I use a touch screen to shut the clock on and off on my thing because there's actually 2:31 left here in the game. Might have been Henrique. Might have been Kuhn. So I apologize to each of whoever that I did not get that. Couldn't tell who scored. But I blame whoever decided to go with these colors. Actually 2 minutes, 10 seconds left here in the game. Hornell up 5-0, not 4-0. Yes. Another player going down, hurt. Yep, there's the fire truck. I didn't hear any sirens going on, but I knew there was something going on over there. Actually, the smoke has settled down a little bit, but I know it didn't smell very good. Whatever, it looked like tires burning. So we can do a news story here. Fire in Olean. Not only is Hornell on fire, but one of the buildings over here. And the game is almost over, so I'll show you. It's hard to see the smoke now. Well, fire trucks did a good job. Why not take a crack at it and see what happens? And that's the end of the ball game. So Hornell, another shutout. 16 goals on the year and have given up none as they move to 4-0. Impressive, to say the least. Hope they can keep things up like this. I want to thank all our advertisers. Again, Hornell's defense just shows what it's made of. I knew watching the first game against Olean, and you know, you never know how a team's going to be when the season starts, whatever, but they just look so impressive, and they have not given that up yet. They have been great, as you can see them. Shaking hands. So way to go, and good sportsmanship. They're going over to the injured player over there. A lot of these guys know each other too. Hornell players come over here and play Gus Macker at Olean, as well as Olean has Hornell has Gus Macker. Olean players come over, and of course when you're playing them in basketball a couple times a year, and in soccer, and in football, and so in social media. So anyways, Hornell wins another one, going to move to 4-0. And the fire truck is gone now. That's where the fire was. You could see some smoke, right? Fire truck's gone. But so anyways, I want to thank all the advertisers. I'm sorry, I'm looking down here for those that are watching. You can zoom in and see your relative. This looks like they're trying to get it live on Facebook themselves. So anyways, Hornell again moves to 4-0, winning 5-0 here in Olean. Thanks for being with us. Another Peisch Sports presentation. And if you'd like to advertise, call Bob Peischer. It's 607-661-6173. And I'll give you the details. You can be part of these live broadcasts. Thanks again.
When you're running your own business and taking care of your disabled brother, you tend to learn about responsibility pretty quickly.
Most valuable player is Trevor Aldrich. And for the tournament, that would be Kane Countryman. For Olean, the Eli Hendricks. Congratulations.
So good decision there and good choices for overall tournament champ.
Please come forward and get your trophy. Braden Caruso, Ian Cornish, Chase Freeman, Matt Smith, Trevor Ulrich, Andrew Carson, Will McNeilis, Colin Rose, Nolan Rossel, Seth Winnett,
As you can hear him announcing the,
Taylor Stutzman,
I like how they mispronounce
Connor
names.
Bakering,
Connor Bakerink.
Tommy Kuhn, Kane Countryman, Cole Yanni,
Yanni.
Zach Thurston, Henrik Bolus, Max O'Connor, David Brown, Tanner Stutzman, with coaches Jim Tobin, Dan Stutzman, and Garth Brungard. Congratulations.